All right, so you guys just got done watching the introduction video for numbers and stats, and you watched these Let's Practice. Are athletes getting bigger, stronger? TED Talk, and can earbuds cause hearing loss? Okay, so if you did not watch those, you need to make sure and go do that first before you move on with this video. Okay, this is the page that you just got, or the slide that you got to hear this right now, and we are going to take some notes on numbers and stats. Okay. So in your notebook on page 13 or in one of the other ones, you're going to write numbers and stats. It doesn't matter which one, just as long as you are writing it down there. Numbers and stats. Let's go ahead and write that down. And then we're going to take some notes on those two videos that you just got done watching. Okay. So the first one that you ended up watching, athletes getting bigger, stronger is a TED Talk. So again, it's exact numbers. So numbers and stats. So looking at this, and again, if you did not watch this, you need to go back and watch it first, because otherwise this is not going to make any sense. Okay. So we have the years on there. We have the seconds it took. We know that's how fast they ran the 100 meters. So it's this whole thing of, are athletes really getting faster and better and stronger? Or is it something else? And so this is kind of an interesting TED Talk, because using those specific numbers and what he ended up doing with the different sounds that he did, it really brought into perspective that it may not be that athletes are getting faster and stronger. It may be something else that's happening with the track, essentially. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just write this down. I'm going to write TED Talk. And I'm going to write athletes faster and stronger. I'll put a question mark there. If you want to add something else, you can even put down like 100 meters, and you can put their names. Owens versus Bolt. Because again, this is just a reminder. Oh, you can't see this. Goodness gracious, I'm sorry. But you can put that down there, because again, this is just a reminder as to what numbers and stats is and how it changes perspective and what it does to the actual nonfiction piece that we're reading or watching or seeing. Okay. All right. So again, I know that I did not show this, so if you need to pause for a second, you can pause and write that down, and then go ahead and move on with me. Okay. All right. So the second one that you guys ended up watching, and again, if you did not watch it, you need to make sure that you go back, is can earbuds lead to hearing loss? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this one. I'll write it down here first. Can earbuds, what did it say? I'm sorry. Lead to hearing loss. Okay. And then underneath here, I'm going to write decibels. I don't know if I'm going to spell that correctly. There we go. Because in this video, and again, if you did not watch it, you need to make sure that you go back and watch, because they have very specific exact numbers for the different decibels. And earbuds, like putting earbuds in, and so showing this really quickly, is 115. And so I'm going to kind of look at this really quickly and kind of go back a little bit. Let's see. So it's 115. 120 is earbuds. Okay. 85 is when you actually have damage. Okay. So again, that we were at mobile devices, 115. And then we have the earbuds are 120. But hearing damage happens at 85, okay? So using those exact numbers allows us, as the people getting that information, to be like, oh, well, why did the author use those exact numbers? Because they're trying to persuade us to be like, you know what, be careful about wearing earbuds. Be careful about turning the volume up so loud. So there's kind of that persuasion piece there, I think, with this particular thing that we have here. But using exact numbers helps to get that point across. Okay. All right. We are essentially done with what we're going to be doing for nonfiction signpost today. So again, your page 13 should look like this so far. So you should have those 3 boxes filled in. If you don't have them filled in, you need to make sure they are filled in. If you did not watch or read or do any of the things that my video said to do, you need to go back and do those. It's very important for you to get that information, because otherwise this makes no sense. If you just like copy this down, which I know some of you do, it's not going to make sense to you. So the whole point of this is to write down notes to help us go, oh yeah, I remember watching that. Or reading about that, and that means absolute or extreme language. That means contrast and contradictions for a non-fiction piece of text or video or whatever it is, okay? So that is the whole point. So don't just like, oh, I can just copy this down, because that's not what I want you to do, okay? I want you to actually do the activity, because that's more so what's going to be important for you to understand. All right, so the last thing that you're going to do for me is you're going to take a picture of your page 13, looks like this, and you are going to paste it onto slide 9 and put it right here. That way I know that you did it and I see that what's going on. And then just make sure you read for 50 minutes. And then when you get done with all of that, you can just go ahead and turn this in. All right, awesome.